Well, Caleb Daniel, welcome to North Melbourne. It's your first day here at the club as a Roos player, and welcome back from Japan. We know you were there during deadline day last week. Tell us about that and how were you following along the progress of the deal that eventually got through?
Yeah, it was interesting. I didn't really have too much service in Japan, so particularly on that day. So I was sort of just hanging on to my girlfriend's phone, and I was lucky enough to get some service. Sort of at the checkout buying a jersey at the baseball. So got a phone call from my manager, and it was about 10 minutes before the deadline finished. So pretty hectic sort of day, but I was actually glad that I didn't have service because it allowed me to stress a little bit less. And yeah, there was constant communication through my manager, probably Clarko, and a few different sort of North Melbourne and Bulldogs people, and super excited to be on board.
When did you first sort of have a feeling or decide that North was where you wanted to play your footy, and what was the process like from there? Was it a stressful one for you? You seem pretty laid back, but it can be a pretty tough time.
Yeah, I try to be a little bit laid back. I think obviously being at a destination for 10 years, it's always going to be a challenge to leave that. But I think, yeah, the way that sort of it was pitched towards me, the exciting prospect of playing with some young guys and, yeah, really exciting players, you know, Harry Sheasel, yeah, George Wardlord, you know, these young guys that are coming through, they're playing some really good footy and they're only going to progress more, and I think that was sort of the exciting prospect for me.
How much conversation had you had with Clarko? How exciting is that, an opportunity for you to be able to play under him and work with him so closely?
Yeah, it's really exciting. I think obviously I came into the system in end of 2014, and Hawthorn won their flag in 2015, and they'd done the three-peat. So you know how sort of highly valued he is as a coach, and for him to really want me and you know, express some want and an attraction to my playing ability, I think was really exciting for me. And yeah, we had a fair few conversations. I was able to do some edits and sort of different things with him and see some things where he wants me to play, how he wants me to play in this sort of structure and this team. Yeah, it was really, really exciting. I think, you know, it's an interesting sort of ploy and a different sort of tactic. I'd never really experienced it before. Obviously, never really seek to change until this year, and I think being able to go through that and see from a different lens, you know, a coach see sort of the qualities that I possess as a player and as a person and as a leader is yeah, super nice to go through, I think. And yeah, doing the sort of vision and yeah, we were both able to sort of talk through different, you know, scenarios, how we want this particular part to be played, and I think, you know, putting the onus sort of back on myself a little bit as well, and you know, I played a fair few games of footy and I've played the footy for a little while. I think he backs in my experience, and that's something that I'm really grateful for.
You obviously had a distinguished 10-year career at the Bulldogs. You're a premiership player, All-Australian, and one of best and fairest. How does it feel to be starting afresh somewhere else? I mean, it probably all happens in a bit of a hurry, but is it invigorating in a way to have a new opportunity and a new challenge in front of you?
Yeah, it's definitely invigorating. I think, you know, it makes you feel like an 18-year-old again. You're getting these text messages from some of the young guys that I mentioned before, even, you know, LDU and these guys, you know, shooting through a text as soon as it happens. And I think for me, the really pleasing thing that a lot of the guys were really excited to play with me and be able to, you know, experience sort of yeah, coming up, hopefully climbing the ladder all together, and hopefully I can bring that experience along and push it in a forward sort of manner a lot quicker.
And it's only a few weeks till pre-season now, so how exciting is it for you to have been in contact with those guys and then to be counting down the days until you get out there on the track and start an assault on 2025 with them?
Yeah, it's really exciting. I think sort of coming into the footy club today for the sort of first time as a North Melbourne player it was great to see sort of 5, 6, 7 of the boys in here doing their weights. They'd had a really solid session earlier, and you know, that sort of puts a smile on my face knowing that they're putting in the hard work, you know, even before pre-season sort of starts. So like you said, it starts in a few weeks now, and yeah, I'm really excited to get going. And I think once you start training and all that sort of stuff, it feels like, you know, you've been around the place for 10 years anyway.